We are live. Wow, 7 people off the rip. Welcome to the 24th episode, 24th installment, whatever you want to call it, the Kobe episode. And we got 2 special guests here for this special Kobe edition of the Leadoff. Thanks for everyone who's been tuning in so far. First episode of the week, we got the infamous, the famous, the notorious, whatever you guys want to call them, the guys behind ShowMeTheCovers.com. We got Sharp and we got Mike. I'll let them introduce themselves, but take the lead, boys. How's it going?
It's good, man. It's good. You know who it is, Sharp Dimes, a.k.a. Fuego Dimes, a.k.a. not on Book It Dimes. I hope y'all doing well. And I hope y'all cashed big last night. It was good.
What's up, guys? Midwest Mike, Show Me the Covers. Pleasure to be on here, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, this is Sharp and Mike. You guys can follow them. I guess not on Book It right now, but
you can follow us on Book It. We'll eventually be back. Don't worry. But anyway, everywhere.
But follow them on social media. I'll plug it in after. Plug it in before. We'll share it all around. So some good guys. Unexpected episode to say the least. Not gonna lie, I was trying to find a good word for it. Kind of slipped my tongue for now, but well-respected cappers in the game. Tip my hat if I was wearing one to you guys. Tip this guy right here. But
there you go.
Thanks to you guys for coming on. And it's 9 o'clock here. It is 8 o'clock Central Time, at least for Mike. So I mean,
me too, bro.
Yeah, for both of them. Shout out to them for getting up early and for being on here. We really do appreciate it. Everyone in the comments is loving it so far. So appreciate you guys joining in. I'm sure more will come in as they wake up from their big slumber. That's what normally happens. With that being said, just how was your guy? I guess I'll just go into this first. How has your guys' MLB season been going? Have there been any angles that you guys liked or that kind of shocked you this year? First year after COVID. Any things you guys have been liking or loving or hating this season?
I'll let you lead, Mike, because you're having a fucking rock star MLB season. So I'll let you lead that off, and I'll follow suit.
I think for me, a lot's just been familiar. I butcher the word familiarity, like just being familiar with the teams. Like Dodgers, for example. I actually haven't been on the White Sox in a hot minute, but the Dodgers, Oakland, and then you obviously got your hometown teams. Like I'm sure you guys know the Mets very well. I know both of you are Mets fans. I watched quite a few Twins games, that kind of stuff. Just being familiar with the teams and just kind of. I mean, that's kind of been one of my bigger things. Like for some reason, sometimes I just got a sense when the Dodgers are due just to go off. I obviously talk to Sharp every day, and it's like, yeah, the Dodgers, were held to 1 run last night. It's like, bro, they're gonna, not only do they have the pitching edge today, but their bats, they're just due to go off. And you just kind of get that feeling, just because you've been on them a lot or been watching them a lot, but. That's probably been, I don't know, something that's been successful for me.
No, I agree. Definitely reading a team, especially on like a stretch, whether you're on them or against them, and you can kind of read how they're kind of flowing through the season, find some soft spots in the schedule or some good spots in the schedule. Definitely helps. Sharp, you have anything to say about this, or are you just gonna?
No, of course. So baseball was MLB was the first sport to have a full off season since COVID, because when everyone came back from COVID last year. Like the off times were weird, right? They were playing certain stadiums, and they were scheduling kind of weird. There was no fans. It was just odd, And baseball has no clock, so you in that bitch the whole 9+ innings. Baseball. I mean, it's a sport you got to watch, bro. You know what I mean? Like if you don't watch baseball, it's kind of like hockey, but it's got 162 games. If you're not watching baseball, I don't care if you like it or not, but if you're not watching it, it's a hard game to cap. Eye test and like Mike said, familiarity, mad big. I mean, in every sport, y'all know I'm big on that, but baseball, you need that. I think the first 5s I've been heavier on in terms of something that an angle that I've been utilizing more than past. And I've been doing this for almost 8 years in October. And the first 5s are big because right now bullpens are shaky, bro. Shaky. There's a lot of moving pieces to baseball. Just watch the games, watch baseball. If you're not a baseball fan, you better not be going mad hard in baseball. Watch the games. But that's really all I got, man. It's been a good season for me as well.
I agree. Yeah, I've been watching, creeping, looking at you guys through the grapevine, and obviously now on the show. I agree. Most people bet baseball because they think they're forced to, because people might have some problems and there's no other sports on, and you're like, I'm gonna bet some baseball.
Yeah, that's why I love baseball.
But
No
if
other
you don't,
sport on, bro. And it's like, yo, I know none of y'all really fuck with baseball. I grew up with baseball. Matt, I'm sure you did. Mike, you
exactly.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I grew up in baseball. It was my first love. So I love it because, it's going to sound fucked up, but like these dudes are just like, it's like, Tyrone Biggums, bro. One of these. And with baseball being the only thing on, bro, like, we know what the fuck we're doing. It's good. And plus, if you love the sport, it always helps as well. So yeah, man, it's been an awesome season. Not gonna front.
Yeah. I always say, oh yeah, Mike, you go.
Oh no, I was just gonna say one thing it's similar. It's kind of similar to hockey
I was just gonna say the same thing.
Because you got pitchers and you got goalies, right?
Yeah.
So like like me, I really never used to dabble in first five. I guess Sharp's kind of wearing off on me there, but it can be a great play, when you got a pitching matchup that's in your favor, to do that kind of stuff, or a team total first five, or something like that. But you're really good at hockey too, man. So let you kind of speak on that. But I mean, you got goalies, you got pitchers, so it's kind of easier to handicap sometimes.
Yeah, I appreciate that, because I usually talk about myself this whole show, and I was going to say the exact same thing, because it's one of the things where you got a goalie advantage or a pitching advantage, and you can it's the only sport where there's like, in basketball you can't really do that, so it's kind of like very similar in that aspect, and most people don't pay attention to hockey or baseball, so they don't even understand either or. I'm kind of by myself. You do a little hockey here and there. I peep, but
no, that's Mike, bro. I'm not doing no more hockey. I'm done with hockey unless it's a fucking stupid good spot. I mean, Mike's the hockey guy, bro. It's the one sport I'm not fucking away.
And hockey is like in the same season of basketball, so it just gets completely overshadowed. But there's some angles, and first fives are good because I feel like there's no good relievers anymore. When I was younger, it seemed like relievers were nasty. Nowadays, it's like.
But that's a good thing too if you want to fade a bullpen. Yeah. Like yesterday, I was like, damn, I wanted to take the Braves first five, but I want to take the Braves bullpen. I think the first five would have hit. Definitely would have hit. So it's kind of funny. That's nice. So like, there's many pieces to a pie of baseball. Like with other sports, like the bench is big in basketball. But you ain't a second, third line in hockey. Yeah. But baseball, bro, bullpen. I mean, this is a lot of layers of stats. It's the most data-driven, analysis-driven sport on the planet, and there's no clock, which makes it even heavier weighted to the data. Just don't be a fucking nerd, guys, and be like, oh, if I can curse on him, I'm bad. Don't be a freaking nerd, guys.
Fuck it.
Okay. Don't be a fucking nerd, bro, and be like trying to rely on data. Data isn't everything. You gotta watch the games. I don't watch the games live, but y'all know, next day, fast forward, I'm at 2.9x speed. So no commercials. I watch a game in 10 minutes, get all your films. So watch the games, even if you got to fast forward that bitch.
Yeah, no, I agree. You could if you just look at the box score, and you can see a lot of hits, but maybe you watch the game and there's a lot of like random little balls that just fell. Maybe there's some error stuff that just looks a little weird. Maybe some just stuff that got a little lucky, and you got to watch the game to get the full idea. So with that being said,
30 different stat categories that matter to in baseball. It's a deep sport, yo. It's a deep sport anyways. I think we've beat this shit down. So
you can go through the abyss of analytics in baseball. So I'd appreciate you guys giving that knowledge as well. But we're going to dive into our first game on this list. Sharp, I'm going to let you keep talking. I know you got to play here.
You got to condense the shit out this bitch. Yeah, I do got to play.
Pirates, White Sox. You got Bryce Wilson on the mound for the Pirates. I don't know where you're going with this.
Sharp's on Pirates -3.5.
Yeah, I'm taking alternative on Pirates. Yo, today's the day, baby. We get one of those Pirates 9-1 games out here. I'm kidding. So, yo, everyone in the chat, or people that know me in the chat, or even like you guys, maybe not you as much, Matt, but definitely Mike. When I see Pirates games, I don't see shit, bro. It's like John Cena is one of these. I'm like, I don't see that. What game? But yo, I played the Pirates games twice this year. One was the team total on them. Then one was when my Greek boy, Miles Mikolas, came back for the Cardinals off injury. It's an angle I love to take. The Cardinals just didn't hit. Fucking shocker. But we're going to go on this. And it's going to be my strongest free play. Had to win 2 units. I usually do 1.5. This one's 2. I'm going to condense the hell out of this write-up. I got 5 paragraphs, but trust me, I'll touch on the key points in each of these. White Sox, they've won 64% of their home games. Pretty fuego. And yo, with teams under 500, Ezekiel Elliott mode, boy, they've been eating. They're 47-23 against those teams. Mike, you know this. You're fucking White Sox extraordinaire.
Well, I was just gonna
bro.
say they haven't been beating the good teams, but they've been beating the shit out of the bad teams. So
yeah, kind of like the Padres this year. Same thing. They're like 500 against good teams, and fucking 11 games now over 500 against bad teams after Arizona's. They won Arizona last night. Anyways, okay, it's on me now. 35 games under 500. The Pirates are. Listen, if I gotta dodge a bullet of the Pirates having a good game, I'm good with that, my boys. Ain't no such thing as a lock. But if I got to dodge a good game by a bad team on the road against the White Sox, who at this point in the season need games, it ain't like the first half where it's like, oh, they're going to be lax. I mean, they're going to be like 5% more on point, and I'll take even 1% more on point. Anyways, let me get by this. Of the last 7 wins by the White Sox, 6 have been by the run line. So they win, my boys. They've been really good. Giolito, he's been really good recently. He's allowed 2 or fewer earned runs in 8 of his last 9 games. So he's coming back. They were shitting on him. You know, he was having that little like great season slump the season after this year, but he's picked it up. It helps when you got fucking monster bats behind you. And my boy Robert back in center, man. That's a huge bat back, bro. Huge bat. They'll be facing a Pittsburgh lineup that ranks dead last in OPS. Google that if you don't know what that is. Y'all should know what that is. Not here, but comments. Y'all know what's up. He's dominated the Pirates. He's dominated their batters. That would be an understatement. Dominated. He fucking their kids, their grandma, their grandpa, their sister, their brother. That's his family. It ain't the Pirates family. That's his family. Batters are combined 4 for 32 against them, with the average of 125, with only 3 walks compared to 14 strikeouts, and at OPS, 482. Think on that. Let's get that a little bit. I promise. Pirates have been better recently, but the last few games have been against a banged-up Cardinals team who can hit the ball, my boys. Last in the league by a mile in 7th inning or later runs. I can't fuck with that. And a bad Diamondbacks team. So, yeah. I mean, those games are going to go either way. Best pitcher they faced recently was Wainwright. 2 times. And they lost both games by a combined score of 16-0, bro. That's a get off the court. You got skunked score. Wainwright, the one comparison from Wainwright and Giolito, they both have mad dominant history against the Pirates. So I like that. History repeats itself with these good pitchers against the Pirates here. So I expect Giolito to do the same. Almost done, my boys. Let's get to the key points here. Move that back, move that. Bryce Wilson of Pittsburgh. And since coming to Pittsburgh, he's had 1 good start against the D-backs. And his other 3 start, 15 innings, 8 earned runs. Not that great, man. Not that great. The White Sox should eat here. First game of the series, they should be ready. At the crib, they should be ready. Lastly, White Sox have an edge in the bullpen, which is why I'm playing the full game here. My boy Aaron Bummer, dude, that kid is something. His sinker, nastiest sinker I've ever seen, probably in the last 5 years. Let's see, I'm trying to sift through all this bullshit. White Sox, they are the 5th highest scoring team in the league, and Pittsburgh being the worst scoring team in the league. Long story short, White Sox have the offense to overpower Wilson, and I think they get the run line win, and another sub 500 opponent win for them. And I see them extending their win streak to 18 over 500 against them. So I really like the spot. White Sox -1.5 to win 2 units. Strongest free play I've ever given out this year.
What's the line on it?
Let me pull up the actual line as of right now.
Well, what do you got it at?
I didn't lock it in yet because I was waiting for here. Because if I posted, I'm like, how'd you get that line? So I do it at time of.
I see -160 on a book that I have, but
minus $1.50.
$1.50. So there you go.
Yeah, so lock that into win 2 units.
Love that. White Sox -1.5.
Okay, that's locked in.
To win 2 units. That's the play right there for my guys who are watching, maybe not on audio. Beautiful write-up, honestly. Well done at this early in the morning. Appreciate it. No fiber.
Rare air for me. My shit comes late, so I was like, okay, I'm not sure.
No fiber in my being will ever touch the Pirates today. Not that it was going to, but don't even want to even go near that game unless I'm hammering the White Sox. So that's going to be my.
It's a square bet, but I think the write-up has key points. You know, listen, when people say you got a square bet, if you just put the bet out there and you have nothing behind it, then yeah, it's a square bet because you're just betting it to bet it. But if you have a good write-up and none of that shit is pumpkin spice latte basic bitch shit, which I hate, y'all know I hate that.
Yeah.
And it's not really square. So
no,
dig deep,
love
man. Ex-girlfriend conversation deep. That's how I get down. Ronnie from Jersey Shore, V-neck deep. Get down like that in your caps, bro. You can be like that. Real talk.
No, I love that play. I'm definitely team fade Bryce Wilson as well. So thank you for bringing up both sides of the teams as well, because most people, not most people, but those square bet guys usually bring up only one team and not the team that they're playing. So I appreciate you for getting both sides of the coin there. With that being said, let's go over to Mike on his play, on his piece. What game you want to talk about? Whether you even have a play, take the lead. This is the game right here.
This could maybe be maybe a 2-unit play. Honestly, I haven't had time to dive into it a whole lot. But I am gonna go Oakland money line. They play the Tigers. Oakland was off yesterday. Obviously, the Tigers lost to the Twins 3-2. It's Irvin and Skubal. Irvin is 5-6 with a 3.41 ERA and 12 road starts. Skubal's 8-11 overall with a 4.01 ERA. So pitching matchup is, pretty much a wash. But the A's have won 15 of the 18 last road games versus the Tigers. Oakland's 2 games back of the Red Sox. So obviously they're motivated to figure this out and try to lock up that second wild card spot. I believe the Yankees are 2 games ahead of the Red Sox, and Oakland's 2 games back of the Red Sox. So Tigers are 1-6 in their last 7 home games. And then one thing I found interesting, Oakland in their last 97 games versus the AL Central is actually 73-24. So they've dominated like the Twins, the Tigers, the Royals, the Indians. So 73-24 in their last 97 versus AL Central.
Love it.
And the line is right. I think I haven't actually pulled it up, but I think it's like probably minus 110, 115, 120, somewhere in that range. So
listen, anytime you get a quote unquote playoff team versus non-playoff team at a decent price, it's never a bad play in my opinion. You got team playing for something versus team playing for nothing. So I'm definitely with you. You got any more on that game, or you want to
no, that's good. We can get to you.
Wait, listen, real quick. Cole Irvin, I just want to jump in on this because I have a couple things. Cole Irvin, way better than his numbers. That kid could pitch.
Yeah.
He's good, man. He's got good control. He's got a good fastball. He's mad on the mound, bro. He's collected with his emotions. I know that sounds super cliche, but that matters. And the Tigers, bro, they're probably the best worst team that I've seen in a few years. But right now, yesterday, bro, I was
they had their little hot run,
bro. Yeah, they had their hot run, bro. And they played that makeup game against Minnesota yesterday, and we saw it happen when Cincinnati played Cleveland when that makeup game. And the winner and loser of that game, they both sucked in the next game too. So that also goes well for you. I like to play a lot. I really like that spot. It's a great spot play. And Cole Irvin, way better than his numbers. That's all I can say about that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at some of the numbers too. I'm definitely leading the A's here. They have the heavy bat advantage as well. So
yeah,
I think you have an insanely good lineup. I love the Oakland bats personally, and I love that spot. Again, I love picking teams that are playing for something because I look at the AL wildcard race as a 3-team race. I really don't think the Blue Jays or Seattle is going to really catch up to New York, Boston, Oakland. I think
Boston's done. So Boston's fucking dead.
And that was my next thing. Boston's done. Their pitching was never going to make it there. Sale coming back. They're trying to do it, but they're not there yet. They over accomplished already. But you're going to see the regression, and the A's are going to take that spot.
I think the last 2-year Red Sox right now. And you've seen the last month. I've been fucking saying that shit for a month. I'm like, this is the last 2 years Red Sox, baby.
Yeah, I think the A's are going to get hot here again and go on a run like they were, towards the beginning of the year. So
I think they will too, and I think they know that they got to catch Boston. And a series against the Tigers is what's going to motivate me if I'm the A's. So
it's a get right spot.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to agree with you there.
They played the Yankees really good too. I mean, they took the last 2 games. I was on every game in that series, and thankfully I hit them all. No ego.
Yeah.
First time I've done that all year. First time I bet every game of a series all year. And those last 2, even the one they lost, like the one they got blown out with Garrett Cole, like that was another story. But even game 1, man, like that confidence they need, because the Oakland Bats, man, they were a little flimsy. But in the last 2 games of that series, they played good team ball. Their manager managed to have Melvin manage that fuck out of the game the last 2 games. And that confidence, bro, is like, confidence is key in the season this long, toward the end of the season as well. So, I mean, I think Oakland's Bats needed that series to like show, okay, where are we? This is our fucking benchmark. Where are we? And they played really well those last 2 games. They pitched well, of course, and they played good team ball. They went trying to knock the ball at the park every at bat. And I think they got stuck in that for a couple weeks.
I love that play. It might even be an official play for me later on. I might steal it and charge a lot of money. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, dude, $20. Yeah.
I love that. So we're gonna go into I'll just do the 3-team lay right now. Just to do it. People in the comments.
We need a name.
We need a name. I got the name ? We need you guys to come up with the name. Totally my idea to have you guys think of the name. I'm gonna
Great idea, man, for real. Like, yo, guys in the comments, come through with the good name. Be smooth. Say it out loud before you type it.
Yeah, right? I don't want no corny shit. I want something nice, something suave. All right.
Your shit belongs in a banana latte, then bro, that don't say it.
That's gonna be the Are you guys gonna use those 2 plays as the parlay piece, or is that where you guys?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, all right, put the parlay in for sure. I bet.
So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna plug it in.
Yeah,
I'm gonna plug it in. I'm actually gonna go with a play here again. I was on these guys last night, so don't get mad at me. All right, people. They didn't come through, and I hate betting on this team. I really do. Like, I hate watching them win. So for me to do this,
WinnerWire probably loves it.
He does. Every time I say I'm leaning them, he's like, "Yeah, we're doing it." It's gonna be the Yankees. Money line is the parlay piece. I'll have an official play in the game probably later. But some people may not know this, but his name is Tyon. But he's been all right. He's been struggling a little bit, but I just truly believe this Yankees team. I mean, they scored 7 runs yesterday, and they lost. The bats are there. The bats have been there. I don't think the Angels have the bats to produce another 8-run game. I'm not saying the Yankees will score 7 again, but I think they easily can. This lineup is just clicking on all cylinders. On a big streak, lost a game. I mean, they're just.
When they had a back-to-back too. I mean, they just came off a big series against Oakland. So I mean,
exactly.
They still play well.
And they went down. They came back. They went down again. They came back. This is a new day. They're pissed off. This is where these championship teams. I'm not calling the Yankees a championship team yet, but I'm saying this is where these playoff teams. This is where they dig deep. They get through it. They know they got to secure this wild card spot, even though they might think that the Red Sox are done, just like we do. They're still right behind them, and so are the A's. It's still a three game difference between being in the playoffs and being out. We still got a long way to go. We just got teams. This team is just. I hate saying it. Like, it really pains me to say this, but Judge, Stanton, Gallo, Rizzo. I mean, they got a matchup made in heaven with these Angels pitchers that just don't have it. They just don't have it. I see some fifths of above 5.6, which is absolutely brutal. And this team is just, they got the lefties that they needed at the deadline, and it shows. Like, their only weakness that they had at the deadline was they had no lefties. Literally nobody. They were calling up Florial for halfway through the season, who was not ready yet. They deliver what good New York teams are supposed to do, and that's deliver at the deadline. Steve Cohen will get it next year, I'm sure. But, I mean, they delivered at the deadline. They fixed what they needed to fix. They still have some of their own issues, but this is a game I just do not see them dropping at all. And I'm just going to do it as a parlay piece. It's about -190. Did anyone think of a name in the comments, or is everyone too scared to say something? I think everyone's too scared to say something.
Too much pressure.
Say something. I'll see y'all talking. Chi-Town. Yes, this is heaven. I know we got some comments here. It's anything. If y'all don't want to guess it, then we'll all say one that we think the name should be and come up with one between us 3. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. I'm gonna draw it up right here. It's actually +370 odds.
It's not bad for a 3-teamer.
No, not bad at all.
That's really good, actually.
I usually just do this just to plug it in. Plus 370 is our 3-team lay. We're going to post it everywhere. Hopefully it cashes. We're going to think of a name somewhere if someone's not stupid. 3-headed goat. Chang Wang Bang Bang. Okay.
Oh, that's my boy.
Is that Chitty Chitty's brother or what's good?
Nah, that's the homie from Book It, yo. He's always in the TikTok live stream. 3-headed goat parlay. I like that. I was thinking of something like Friends Again parlay because y'all know the history between us. We could do 3-headed goat. That's actually a pretty
3-headed goat. I like that. Block that in. I'll blast it out. We'll think of a name. If that 3-headed goat, we might do that. We're gonna keep this thing rolling.
I like the 3-headed goat.
Just to keep getting things rolling here. Just a quick question. I know you guys got some futures. You don't have to do your futures on here, but what's the best World Series bet for value right now? Sharp, I'll let you lead it off, or Mike. I guess whoever one of you guys wants to take the horn.
So this is gonna sound crazy. What are the Dodgers at right now?
I see plus 285 on one book, but if you see plus 300, they could be.
I'll get it pulled up.
That's probably the thing. So listen, I think the Dodgers are fucking a little bit in shambles, but remember, they don't got a few of their guys, and them boys are motherfucking coming.
Yeah, they can turn it on whenever they want.
Trevor Bauer, bro, once he gets his Johnny Cochran brother lawyer to get that case thrown out, and that boy come back, and Scherzer, and Walker Buehler, and old man Kershaw, and Urias, dude, pitching is everything in the playoffs, dog. And y'all better put some respect on Kelly Jansen's name, all right? I'm not saying he's Mariano Rivera, but the guy's the same pitch repertoire as him, and he is a way level above Mariano Rivera.
Holy shit.
But he's he's that dude. He blew a couple of saves. Calm down.
So I got the Rays and Giants at both plus 1,100, and right now I just looked it up. Rays are actually second to win the World Series at plus 415. So I got Dodgers plus 310, Rays plus 415, Astros plus 500.
I don't get that, bro. I keep seeing that. I thought that
White
was
Sox,
a typo.
White Sox plus 600, Brewers plus 650, Giants plus 650, Yankees plus 950. That could be the play right there.
Throw that shit out.
No?
Nah, they ain't
I mean, for value-wise.
Value, yeah.
Oh, value, yeah. I mean, value.
I just think the AL is so weak. I like even before the season, like I think the
Braves plus 1,400.
Throw that out too.
Yeah.
They got a shit bullpen. Them and the Phillies shaking hands in the bullpen.
All I'm saying is I'm liking my Rays future right about now.
Yeah, you're fucking good money, bro. Like, we're talking about everything but you right now. So that's why I'm like, yo, get the hell out of here, bro. You're chilling. I think the Dodgers, you're gonna get a good number on them because I'm sure that number wasn't as it was a lot worse of odds, for lack of a better phrase or English language. So they're gonna get their guys back, bro, and they got a full team, and they won it last year. I know repeating's tough, but like, remember who they beat, bro? They beat a fucking great Rays team. They did. So I think the Dodgers get there. I think they get there for sure. So I don't know. That's just my opinion on it.
I agree. I think the White Sox are worth a dabble, especially with guys coming back, and I think the AL is just so wide open. Like, White Sox, if they play the Yankees and they play the Astros, that's probably who they're going to be playing in the deep playoffs. And I think those are more toss-ups than anything, and you get 8-1 on the White Sox. And I think they have a good chance of making it. I think they have some deep pitching, a good bullpen, and I think they okay. And then I think they got a lot going for them, some bats coming back. I think the AL is just a toss-up. So I would just do any AL team, honestly. And then when they play the Dodgers, you can maybe hedge because I do think it's going to be Dodgers versus AL. That's going to be it for baseball. And honestly, we took too long for this to get this NFL season. I might have to make another episode with the NFL season because I could talk to these guys for hours and we just got caught up in the sauce. But I know, Mike, you're a busy man. I appreciate you being on here. I got to get going too. And I like making you guys sweat. So we're going to talk about this NFL season. But I think I'm going to make you guys wait because we got stuff coming out and who knows, maybe we'll pop out another show. Maybe you'll see me somewhere else, but I'm going to pull a show me the covers move right now. And I'm just going to say, you know what? my time on the leadoff has come to an end right now. You know,
I feel that, bro. Shit, yeah. Hey, we got a lot of years left in our lives, baby. You know what I'm saying? We good. Sports every day.
So you know what? We're gonna do NFL season another time because I said so, and I make the rules, and I want to make you guys sweat. But
Packers under 10.5 wins this year. That's all I'm gonna say.
Packers under 10.5 wins this year. Okay. Wow.
Well, again, we'll talk more about that next episode.
That's a very. That's a very.
I got to write up. That's Mark Twain-esque. Don't worry.
Again, we got a lot of football sharps here as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. Show me the covers for coming.
Thank you. Thank you,
bro.
Appreciate you guys being on here. Again, Tail the Parlay. I'll come out with the name after. I'll either three-headed goat or something.
Three-headed goat. I like that. I'll
do three-headed goat. Why not?
Bang, bang.
Go put that on.
Bang, bang.
We'll definitely be doing something else together sooner or later. So thanks for tuning in to the audience early in the morning. And thank you guys for waking up early. Let's start our day hot. Let's start our day taking away from these sports books. Let's cash some units today. All right. Anything you guys want to say before we head out?
Thanks for having us on, man.
And tail the wire, bro.
Show me the covers and tail the wire. The two hashtags you need to know. So I'm going to say my little shtick. If I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good night, and best of luck cashing those tickets, boys. Till next time.